Aji February 8 day MB Neokpao-Led lead Korea Working Committee Naga National Political Groups Nnpg laga installation ceremony ragishe hotel ceremony Dimapur bra GPRN NSCNU laga president aro WC Nnpg laga president MB Neokpao-Led du homoy kota gra time te kushe idi affection bishu hoi thalo kobole sorom hoise aro ji government of India do hansi ase tai kushe naga manusop ke fighter hobole karne kam kurubole lage Naga manu laga bhavana kuriado na puncha tak mon milaina age jabogushe. P Dikhak Naga kun auto kilonser aro WC Nnpg laga working convener ase tai brabi kota gra time de gushe tai pariye sop kurubo naga manu laga bhal nimide. Tai gushe naga manu alag jaga de pra madat ahibole akha na kurubole lage aro nijor ge bachabole lage. Kintu tai bra manu kun tun nimide opportunity saise edukan laga khilaf bi hoshiar kurishe. Dikhak pra aro goshe Nagaland for Christ koi thage hulibi extortion aro alak pia kam khan kuri thage koina idu nichor laga slogan laga khilaf ase goshe Colonel retired Isaac Sumi auto kilonser aro WCNNPG laga working convener pra goshe Misa khan ke expose korigina hosa kam guria khan ke madat kurubole pratana kurubole lage tai braisor logode hukti mangigina kam kurubole lagya chinta thikashe Isaac Sumi Pragushe Bishi Deri Bra Nagamuni laga mamla dosob Manubi Nichor nimide bhavana kuriagane Bishi Deri inika answer na paina thaka bhavana share korishe Naga Students Federation aro Dimapur Naga Students Union Kanpra solidarity message dishe Agire Shalom Prayer Center Ranga Bahar Dimapur laga founding director Reverend Dr. Setevile Angami Bra Nagaland for Christ support spiritual insights digina leaders kange consecrate kuridishe
Aji, moi ken nagala leaders ken, moi ken yate jiman bi ajila din de yate jama se, apne ken sop manu ke Prabhu Jisu brakta hutia se de, apne Prabhu Jisu brakki lagya se. What do you want from Christ? What do you want from Jesus? What Jesus want you to do for you? Sabido. Itu isai do moi ken naga manu ken bi isor lokubo lage. Oh isor, moi ken bra isor lo de mati wole time is de. Moi ken bra isor lo de bisaru le time is de. Moi ken mon khuligina. Jisu lo de pratna kurigina. Jisu lo de awas pra mati wole time ase. Jesus, have mercy on us. Isor, moi ken naga manu ke apni morom guribi. Isor, moi ken naga manu la spiritual eyes khuli dibi. Isor, moi ken naga manu pra apni ke jane wole dibi. Moi ken naga manu ken bi ekta mon hoigina ajila dinde isor lo de mati wole lage de sabido. Itu kiman dangor ekta bhal privilege ase ajila dinde sopi jiman bi leaders ken ase aro jiman bi apni ken itu national workers ken ase alak alak ken ase sopi aigen iki lo de jama gori thake samai de apne ro moi ken brai isor lo de mati wole lage. Christ Jesus, have mercy on us.
Aje amaloko working committee Nnpg laga campaign hari dishe khang phokhi dishe beshi khushi paise aro thanks diyase isho laga phapna hobo pare mon milai kana mon tangaru hoy kana naka tani kana akere chabre kuribo maybe more tango ase last tanibo abra khambe etong isa modap TV Ita amakan kisim laga party fiction bishia Cobre Bisholam, Naka Gede Garment India to Hangji Nakalakudo Sholam. And I got Hakiase. Horbe Amito petty 1 year has land on the principle dash. Pigeonish Korana. Amahan is not life taken a look away, Masamishi Cambrai, Tantam Koriboti. Naka Public Cambra. Amahan be yet miladi. Horbe Idiado Hole in the Gan Hogana Ake, the Kujabo. Amahan Keta Mansono Pabric Arne. Naka Mano, Dukra Pakuri in a cabre in day. Ake eto Mansono. Ketalabo. Amakani Keta Mangsu Nabara Akede Ami Tinglobo, Ami Halobo, Ami Matalobo, Juji de Lukinica. Eto don't know what. Ami Puchi Bre Palado. Eto Nakamane shop Chana Mano, Nichana Mano, public leader. Make motor so kani ito mangso ake ketawlaki thoribolaki ito kani amakal laka papna nakamano laka na pungchat tak ikiloko take para mo milagna ake chabo several society kan hole be angels kan hole be typer kan hole be Motap tigana Mon tango kuriti kana ake de chable patana kuriti be kogera ame khatta bala idoi janati ase. Thank you.
I also like to take this opportunity to thank the leaders of the working committee and the members of the working committee and Nnpg for giving me this wonderful opportunity to shoulder the responsibility as a working convener. And I would like to ensure all our Naga men and women, intellectuals and leaders, civil society organizations, that I will put on all my efforts to the best of my ability for the good and welfare of the Naga people. It is important for us to retrospect where we have went wrong so that corrective measures can be taken. We have to work hard and believe in ourselves that we can come together and resolve the matter once and for all. We should also not fall into the trap of certain people who are engaged in accumulation of wealth, because they are looking at this Naga political movement as an opportunity and not as a duty and responsibility. The differences among us has taken a huge toll on our people, far and wide, irrespective of people, clan, tribe, area. Not to talk about the Nagas in Eastern Nagaland. The situation there, they are really in a very bad shape. So also, the Nagas in Southern Nagaland. Today, that area which is under Arunachal Pradesh. The 3 districts in Arunachal Pradesh, where from I come. The situation here is equally bad, equally pathetic. So also is the situation in, the Southern Nagaland. My area is Northern Nagaland. Even there, the situation is grim. And I don't think there is any difference here in Nagaland as well. That means we are all suffering. We are all suffering. Although we have managed to stop violence by the grace of God and through the active support of the Forum for Naga Reconciliation, but there is no marked change in the sufferings of the people. I believe time has come for us to seriously ponder to bring an end to these sufferings. And for this, it is important that we have the right understanding of the issue and identify the fault line. And secondly, our intention should be clear. Our intention should also be pure. We keep on talking about Nagaland for Christ. But at the same time, we equally also engage in forceful collections, extortion, this and that, and all other deceit means. Is it not a contradictory to our slogan? The third important thing is to give right efforts. Friends, we may be giving the best of our efforts, but if those efforts are not put, if we fail to put those efforts correctly, it may not lead us to a desired results. We are deeply concerned about the future of our people, and therefore, let us put our hearts, our minds, and soul together and prayerfully ask for God's divine intervention. And also at the same time, let us put all efforts to come to a common understanding. I, in my capacity as a working convener, will be always ever ready to sacrifice my time, my energy, my resources, whenever and wherever it is needed. And I once again seek your support and cooperation at all times. Otherwise, history will have to record. Please listen carefully. History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of the bad people, but the appalling silence of the good people. So once again, I appeal to all my brothers and sisters that we cannot remain silent and let the suffering continue.
Itia amikhan kitepi iswar logo itu biakhan tu hatai divi kobole laga parthana tu korbo na paro moi laga understanding te kila mane itu dunia khatom nohatak tu bahal aro bia tu lagai kur thaki bole ase amikhan pra parthana korole laga moi laga understanding hesab te tu kuntu misa ase kuntu deception ase itu tu expose kur divi. Let us not be swayed away by lies and deception. Amikhan usa naga nimite usa jisi nimite kam kora khan ke biya pra misa pra amikhan ke nodukabi koi kena parthana kurle hi bal asne ki nohe kena amikhan isor pra ahi kena biya khan sob hatai di kena khali bahali rakhi dibo ki kwa tu itu dunia tu impractical asne ki aro amikhan laga life tu there is nothing permanent in life. The life itself is transient. The leaders come, the leaders go. However, the position may remain, the chair may remain. The position, the leadership, it is an opportunity to serve. Itupra, as a leader, as the one occupying the chair or the position, how much can we give? How much can we sacrifice? Apni leader kura, ami leader kura. Apni chair te boha, apni position te boha. Ami kiman diwo paribo. Ami kiman sacrifice kura parbo. Rather than trying to exact, rather than trying to take, rather than trying to receive. Itu pra ami kan laga naga struggle bi. Kiman manu pra opposition thaki kena. Noile alag forces pra ami kan ke disappoint kurwale, ami kan ke discourage kurwale, ami kan ke choto bunawale inika everyday struggle ase, everyday challenge ase. We are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual forces, spiritual realm in the heavenly places. Ami kan khali mangso ke politics ke noe. Hole pi ami kan sukupra pi no dekha laga forces bishi loko kheli ase. Itu pra manu pra spiritual itu evil forces pra ami kan ke choto bunai diwole laga thakishe kole pi ami kan hi ki te khara kora ase itu isor laga manjur pra sina nai nijor ke self realization thaki ke na ami kan Gideon nishina 300 without sword and weapons iku no chalai ke na torch pra clay jar dori ke na 300 soldier pra more than 185,000 Midianites can get defeat kora nishina. If we are to compare ourselves to the Indian mighty forces, we are nothing. Ek din pra ami kan ke chapai diwo pare. Let us not rely on the strength of human. Let us not rely on the understanding or the wisdom of the human being. Let us rely on the strength, on the wisdom of God. Inika kurigena amikhan jashe kole tu amikhan tu parwone ki biya kam kora khan spirit nothaka nole pi evil spirit pra guide kura idol worshipper khan ke pi commit kuri ke na tai khan laga isor ke mangi ke na kam kurle to success kure to we ourselves as a soldier of Christ ami kan laglem for Christ laga itu usa prabi buji ke na isor laga strength mangi ke na kam kurse kole to universal God, the God of truth, the God of the spirit. Itu pura tu kita ami kan ke na charone ki koi ke na ami jana nimite no ke na ami nijor ke pi inika koi ke na ami kan itu sharing koro para se aro moi ekta aro inika kotha kole mon thaka tu I think the answer might be right in front of us, but all along for the last 70 80 years we have been evading ourselves from that answer. Kila mane we have all along been full of ourselves. In 178 years, Majete, why have we all along been missing the opportunity to resolve this issue? Because all along, we have all been full of ourselves. Nijor kehi babna kure, nijor lagai babna kure, hodai nijor nimite, ami tu lap asene na, ami tu pawol asene na, hodai sop leader pra, sipai tak tani keno, hodai nijor nimite, inika babna, inika kam kure ahija pra, ami kan 70, 80 years to, ami kan wastage to nohe. It is a training for all of us. Jisu laga ekta nation bunawa ko ase, we will need lot of commitment and sacrifice led by the leaders. Itu pra ami kan mon milike na iswari ami kan laga answer ase, truth hi ami kan laga answer ase. Ami kan laga reverend pra ko anishina, compassion, love, humility, forgiveness. Itu ami kan itu laga quality ami kan imbue kuro pari kena ami kan mon milike na kam kurse kole tu answer te ekdum usor te thakise neki, nijor lokoi thakise neki. Itu pra ki man in this very trying and challenging times, biya pura chapawole pura kushis kura lagate. Let us feel honored to be a part of this struggle where we have been given on us the responsibility of not only glorifying Christ but to save our people and to secure the future of our people. I think we have been the most privileged people to be a part of this struggle. Therefore, despite all the kimanu pra kiman amikan laga no poncha laga koi thakilepi amikan to itu hi opportunity ase koi gena usa nijor laga weakness to ki ase itu identify krulo gena amikan pi hodai nijor laga right no koi gena alak laga right pi alak khan pra kwa laga pi honi sai gena o ami ekla no hoy to ami ekla pra tu no parbo to dosra pi mili ke na dosra laga right pi dosra laga suffering pi dosra laga longing pi ki ase ami kan accommodative spirit thagi ke na ekjon mili ke na isor loko hi Christ laga principle te best kuri ke na kam kure age jaise gole tu isor tu je hole pi ami kan laga naga manu ami kan leaders kan naga laga future ti isor pra bachai di wone ki no hole tu ami kan alag rasta tu option tu na thake ne ki koi ke na sob aha kan ke itu time loi di ke na aro kwa nisina ami kan ki pura pariwo kiman kumjur manu hoilepi apni khan laga trust to. We will try our best collectively to fulfill the aspiration of our people through our sincere hard work. Ito pra ami kan mon bilike na kam kore age jabo ko gena khushi pra time loi dia se. Thank you so much.
We all have witnessed the history way back, and that signifies that Naga people are a free people. But today I want to remind our elders here, the congregation here, where are we heading today? Are we not so much divided that we are not able to come over a table and discuss one issue for the aspirations of the Nagas? I think this is one of the most challenging towards the aspiration of the towards the cause of the Naga people. Today, I think we have to retrospect what our forefathers, our leaders have already imprinted in our history. We talk about the agreement that we have signed with the Indian government. We have two agreements, whether we like it or not. Naga need only one agreement, one solution. That Naga people are a sovereign people. But our Indian government, our enemies are trying so hard that they are trying to divide the Naga people into pieces. And that is the sad reality. I think it's time for us, we build a strong pillar. We come together under one umbrella to decide the future of the Naga people. Today, you guys have grown old, but tomorrow, the younger generation, where are we going to go forward? As our sir have already stated, we are in the crossroad. And it's time for us to think it over and come under one umbrella and discuss over a table for one solution.
In this Naga political movement, division has always been the virus, the deadly disease among the Nagas. And it is of paramount importance that we need to fight this. Where does the freedom begin? If the freedom is the luxuries we are having, I think that is something which we will not be able to achieve. If division or the aspiration of the Nagas is not beyond our color, caste, and our clan or tribe, we are not going anywhere. We wanted to know where is that kind of generation, where a young boys and girls wanted to be a Naga army. Itu din ko jaishe na. Apni ki koromon jaishe kolo to proudly class to uthikina ami Naga army kurbo. Ami Naga man karni kharbo, khara kurugina Naga man la right kubo kogina koi thakala generation ko jai jaishe na. I think it is very much necessary that it should be instilled in the minds of all the young generation. The feeling of patriotic, the feeling of the Naga. Poila la bidrumon kuno jaishe na ama bawa khan pra hat uthai gigina pathana kodal bidrumon ko jaishe na. Bosida ishakli to garu marabo, kuta maribo, guru maru gana, pathana kodi gana. Ami khan Nagar me karni, pathana kodala. Itu khanla ama baba ko jaishe na. There is something lacking behind. And when we are pulling among us, there is one bigger enemy who is happily watching us dividing ourselves. And it is very much important that we need to understand each other's differences and respect each other's problem and come together. The Naga people need one solution and one Naga flag. I was told that Naga flag was not made by human being, but it was a divine gift by God. A rainbow after a storm. Rainbow pichete, storm pichete rainbow lato. Naga mana struggle pichete. At the end of the dark, there will be a light. Ite hasapra a rainbow after a storm. 6-edged star of Bethlehem on the top corner of the flag. Ami khan to Israelite nishna. Israel man ki choose Quran nishna. Naga man ki choose Quran. Ase koi kena. Ite flag te koi kena ase. Blue background. Honesty, courage, beauty, prosperous, and the presence of God with the Nagas. Nagaland for Christ called to ko jaishe na. Who divided us? We don't know who divided us. But we hope and believe that a young leaders, a student, and many upcoming generation will love to be a Naga army one day. Ajikal to nobody is proud to call themselves a Naga army. Where is that Naga flag that you always carry? We don't see much. I think it has become more like the mafias rather than the Naga national workers or army. Forgive me for being very blunt, but I think it is very much necessary that the younger generation should speak. That the Naga political issue is not only for the Naga, but for a Naga like us. That nobody will authorize us to speak for the Nagas, but kun para Naga it is my responsibility to speak for the Nagas. I am very proud today to be standing here and to be standing in front of our NSF, who is always carrying one of the torchbearer of the Naga political movement. Inclusiveness. I think I'm also one of the most fortunate persons. When I was in Delhi, Delhi boy kina man ke boy na khai kina naga man na flag loi kina 10,000 naga man NSF kan ida time moi Delhi present thakse boy na khai kini tu naga flag tu jai kina parliament PM office tak be MOU submit kurse. There were so many hiccup, pool, division among the factions. But the Naga Student Federation stood firm and they inclusive hobo lage. Inclusive hobo lage. To Naga political to age loi ja se kuise. Naga army khan bra jagina khotao ka se kuise. To Naga political issue age loi jabo. Naga movement kana age loi jabo to NSF kan student leader kan to inclusive kubo lage mount ekta thakibo lage na ko ase. To kile tate faction kan tate division game khilise. I think we should all go beyond our greed, beyond our own personal benefit. Our Naga freedom to kina kona age loi jabo. Younger generation kan patriotic feeling kan aisha kulo to Naga freedom to achieve ko na amin to babe ase. That all the Nagas Kunbra Nagamon Hoshekulu to Amikan, we have the right to speak. We have the right. It's not only a Naga political army movement, but it should be a public movement. Ami to Babnase.